Keep dancing. Shit, you gonna tell me who the hell working for free tonight? Goddamn it! Tell me who the best damn rapper of all time is. You know his dialogue. Goddamn, you better say his goddamn dialogue. Shit, man, my fucking Skip gonna hear about this shit. God damn, shit. Oh, hold on, we gotta do the damn show. Move over, girl. Shit, you gonna dance for free next week too? You better say it again. Hello.
That's why he got so many kids now. Like, did you really just do that? Did you really just do that? Lord, have mercy.
Oh shit!
I have no words.
I don't even know what to say.
Hello. Sorry. It's time. Too soon?
Now you Kermit the Frog now, huh? Oh, sorry, Shawty.
Lord have mercy.
Was I wrong, Ocho? Was I wrong? They need to dance for free, Ocho. Take these pills. Get hard by actually don't take those pills. What you really need to take, because that's what I was putting down to make sure we continue to get these free dances, is Fort Mose. We talked about
debauchery. Don't put Fort Mose into your debauchery. I mean, come on now. No. We're not going to degrade a great product like Fort Mose into your foolishness.
Hey, I'm just making sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, before he besmirches the name of the great Fort Mose whiskey, let me go ahead and say that you should go to www.buyfortmose.com/discount/maniacs to get your 10% discount on bottles of great whiskey that has nothing to do with the ignorance that was just displayed by Mr. Don Rodriguez a moment ago. Now make sure you get you 2 bottles, not one, but 2 bottles, so that you can get your free shipping on that Fort Mose. Put out this promo code on there, get the 10% discount, and fully take advantage of our gift to you every week here.
So what you're trying to say is Fort Mose, you can get free shipping. But by drinking
free shipping, yes.
by drinking Fort Mose, I can put that work in like I was to make sure that we have free hoes dancing every week. I can say that too, right?
Oh yeah.
The comments made by Don Rodriguez do not reflect the opinions or anything having to do with the Sideline Junkies podcast network, the Saturday Night Wrestlemaniacs, or Fort Mose whiskey.
It will have something to do with the comments from your OBGYN when you'd made them babies drinking that Fort Mose, putting that work in. I can tell you that much. Go ahead and drink that Black French. Go ahead and lay that pipe down. And then 9 months later, you're like, yep. Y'all ain't tell me this was going to happen. Oh, you said it was going to cure my cataract, help my scoliosis, and, cure cancer. You ain't say somebody was going to get pregnant, too.
That's that swill Club Shay Shay putting out. whatever that brown Detroit sewer water is that he putting out.
Well, we giving you the good stuff, so we know it's going to make you rock hard, like Juice Williams.
Well, who?
I'm just trying to hide. That's all I'm doing.
Juice Williams, Juice
Robinson.
Whatever, man. Who cares about that? He's walking around talking about he rock hard because he drinks Fort Mose. That's all I'm saying.
Man, can we get on with this show? Because
I'm in the process of hiding. That's all I'm doing.
No, you can't hide because you got one job. And your one job is to talk about us sober and BTV. One job. You put those two together and be sober about it. So that way the Nubian Sumo can enter his alcoholic phase.
Well,
gush over it.
I'm not. Excuse me. Let's clear this up right now. I am not an alcoholic.
You just play one on TV.
Alcoholics go to meetings. I'm a drunk. Thank you very much.
Thank you for clarifying that. So, KG, come on and tell everybody where they can see us on the boob tubes and go from there.
Alcoholics are quitters.
Well, so I've heard. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is happening. As you can see, the graphic on the screen right now. Me TV plus the Saturday Night Wrestlemaniacs, sponsored by the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network, in conjunction with Clear Productions, will be on Me TV come Sunday, October 6th, 5:30 a.m. and 6:30 a.m. in these following cities. Because I got to do this every week, and I wasn't here to do it last week, and it wasn't done right, so I got to get it done right. But you can see us on the TVs on Saturday morning. Check your local listings. If you're not on this list, let me know. I'll send you a link so you can watch us on TV, and it's no excuse. But you can see us. New York, Phoenix, Hartford, Los Angeles, Seattle, Des Moines, Chicago, Cleveland, South Bend, Dallas, Nashville, Orlando, Houston, Salt Lake City, St. Louis, Milwaukee, and Washington, D.C.
Yep.
Yeah.
So just think about that. You get to start your Sunday before you talk to Jesus. You get to hear the shit we're going to say out our mouth. In a PG fashion. Isn't that nice? Your kids, before they wake up, they can just dream on Saturday night that in the morning, I'm going to hear some hot mess about wrestling and then go talk to Jesus. You can't beat that. And then they come over to Unhinged and be careful what you wish for, ladies and gentlemen. Be careful what you wish for. That's all we've got to say about that. So it's pretty exciting. Me TV, finally, we got the date, the time, the place, and whoo, I hope you're prepared. We just got finished recording this week's show, talking about the Mount Rushmore for current superstars for WWE men's. WWE Women's and AEW. So make sure you keep an eye out on Clear Productions so that way you can see that airing. And then our lovely folks out there in TV land on October 6th will have the opportunity to see that hot mess. It was a really good show, even though the sumo was on it. But now we get to talk about some very important things with you. And the first important
everything great. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
See, now you're hating. You know what? Let's go ahead and zoom in on what hate looks like.
Oh.
Just get in there. Let's go ahead and, I done moved them out the way. That's exactly what hate looks like.
Damn.
You like that?
How about that? You like that?
Yeah, it's going to be one of those nights. So we're going to discuss a topic that was just posted actually by, the reason why I'm giving him some grief, the Nubian Sumo. Pro Wrestling Illustrated posted their ranking of color commentators and managers. So we're going to go over the managers first from 10 to number 1. And, of course, we're going to talk about it. See if we agree. And if not, then, it is what it is. So number 10 on Pro Wrestling Illustrated's ranking of color commentators and managers. So we're going through the managers first. Number 10 is Amira Blair. Number 9 is Mr. Thomas. Number 8 is Polo DeMar. Number 7 is the personal concierge. Number 6 is Paul Ellering. 5th, Mr. St. Laurent. 4th, Don Callis. And now we're getting to the 3 that matter. Number 3, Stokely Hathaway. 2, Paul Heyman. And number 1 on PWI's ranking of color commentators and managers for the manager side is Prince Nana. So if we just look at the top 3, they're saying the number 1 right now is Prince Nana, followed by the wise man Paul Heyman, and Stokely Hathaway rounding out the top 3 trio. What's the thoughts on that, fellas? Agree, disagree with placement?
I can kind of agree with the way that everything went down.
Okay.
Is it possible that we could put the list up? Because I'm trying to find it. I can't find it on my phone right now.
Well,
Can we put the list up?
KG ain't got nothing to do. You can go ahead and pull
Why
that.
it always ain't got nothing to do?
Because we don't see what you're doing, fool.
You're not supposed to see what I'm doing. I didn't want to see what you was doing.
Oh, you're gonna see what I'm doing. Girl, get over here. I'm about to give you the recap. Hold on.
Here we go. I'm trying to come out my sheet.
Come on, Skip. Oh, snap.
I'm sorry, folks.
You got one top, Sumo. This is your time.
What did we talk about last week? What did we say last week? I'm waiting for you to get us demonetized first, and then I'm gonna remind you of what we talked about last week. Okay, what did we say last week?
Well,
what did we say last week? Make it organic. You try to force it. See, it don't work when you force it. When you try to make somebody do something. See, well, I did it last week, and I didn't even need no music. And it was great when I did it. Everybody enjoyed it when I did it last week. Because, see, I don't need no damn music to do that because I can do it myself. BBL Drizzy. BBL. Woo! BBL KG to pop on that? That wasn't forced. He popped on that real hard, didn't he? So you trying to make me do it as opposed to me wanting to do it. You see what I'm saying? You'll learn one day, and I got to teach you.
Oh Lord!
Now back to the list. Can we get the list put up? Like I was asking.
I'm working on
it. Is
it.
it possible? Jesus Christ! This dude here, man, you off the chain tonight. I don't know what your problem is. All of a sudden, you got the. I ain't talking about KG. I'm talking about you. You got the spirit of Shannon Sharp up in you tonight.
Oh, no homo.
You trying to prove? You trying to be like Shannon and try to prove something?
Nah,
you trying to make us think one way and not the other? And yes, ladies and gentlemen,
we look at my allowances on the W-4. I ain't got to
everything that happened was a work. That was a work. I don't care what you say. It's a work.
He was working Michelle. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, Michelle. Yeah, the whole thing was a work.
Don't you run from me. Don't you? You knew who this was.
Oh Lord! Now I can't fucking find it. I can't find a list.
It's in the 5.
I can't find it either.
You
it's
sure?
In the 5, KG. I'm just looking at it.
Okay. I got it.
So, why are you? There
needs to be some explanation. That's why I'm asking for the list to come up, because there needs to be some explanation. A lot of people ain't gonna know who half of these people are.
Well, that's fine, but let's get into the top 3 while big guy KG is in the lab trying to get that together.
I got you.
Okay, so top three was what? Nana, Heyman, and who?
No. Don't say it that way. You got to say it the way it's intended. Stokely Hathaway is 3rd. Paul Heyman is 2nd. And Nana is number 1 on Pro Wrestling Illustrated's top manager list for this year.
I can agree with that. Because
most folks, they'll move on to Stokely Hathaway thing, like whatever. But Nana over Paul. Explain.
Nana over Paul because Nana was more involved with Swerve, and he put himself over more than Paul Heyman did. I mean, Paul Heyman, of course.
Backstage segments.
Yeah, backstage segments. What you need backstage segments for when you got?
I'm sorry.
Come on. How you get over with a dance like that? I mean, yeah, well, hey, how long ago was that though? That's been what? 2-3 years? Yeah, it matters. We talking about what is no, I did it because I was trying to be funny last week and it fit what we were doing last week. We talking about a certain amount of time within the last year, which was August of last year to August of this year. Heyman's been gone how long?
Not too much. That's only been a couple weeks. Roman not being on every episode.
Heyman a couple of weeks? No, he hasn't.
What, a month, maybe?
It's been more than a month.
Since he went through the table?
Since he went through the table, it's been more than a month.
Maybe 2 months. It hasn't been super long.
But Nana has been consistent the whole time. He's actually even improved on the gimmick because he included the coffee. He brought the coffee piece into it. So he's enhanced his character, his gimmick. And he's been there for Swerve the whole time. So he's been there every week. Every week for the past year, you've seen Nana. You have not seen Paul Heyman.
Okay.
Stokely's been around too, but he hasn't really been a manager. He's been more so
Enhancement talent.
He's been there. I mean, he wasn't managing Willow. He was half-ass managing
the
Statlander.
Yeah. Then he was part of was it the Foundry or whatever it was? What was that group?
I mean, you got to give it to Nana. You got to give it to Nana. I'm sorry.
Okay. Like I said, I know some people would be disagreeing. Like, what the heck? How are you going to say that somebody's better than Paul Heyman? I'm just happy that there is some double representation in the top 3, so that's huge right there.
Overall, there is somebody better than Paul Heyman.
Yeah, I mean, Paul already
Paul Heyman is good, but he's still number 2, at least number 3
of all time. Absolutely. So, who'd you say of all time?
Bobby Heenan 1.
Agreed.
Jim Cornette 2. Paul Heyman 3.
Yeah.
Actually, and I'd make an argument to switch Heyman and Cornette. You can make an argument to make Heyman number 2.
Well, in that situation, I would keep Cornette number 2 because Cornette has been just that straight role the entire time when he was, on air talent. Heyman elevating to the wise man and stuff like that's like a different situation. He is supporting the tribal chief and the bloodline versus, Cornette taking the bumps, getting involved in the matches, and a true managerial caliber. So, I mean, people could still make an argument, but I would actually keep it the way it is if we were talking about of all time. And Bobby Heenan, there's none better. Period. Dot. Managed more AAA talent than anybody else. Period. And wrestled, at one point. So it's
right. Like, he was a great wrestler of his own in his own right.
So he's ran the entire spectrum, and one of the quickest wits. Even everybody hails Jerry Lawler for having a quick wit on the microphone, but he admitted he can't hold a candle up to Bobby Heenan. And the stuff that in my childhood growing up, respect to Bobby Heenan, by the way, rest in peace and power. But just him and Gorilla Monsoon. That I would just wake up on Saturday mornings just to see them two and what they were going to do and the banter and the stuff that they had recorded. That was worth it just in that instance right there. So yeah, Bobby Heenan's just been there in 2 companies, the major companies, WWFE and WCW. So outstanding job. Now, KG, we done bought you like an extra 20 minutes. You ain't got that picture up yet?
No, I'm having technical difficulties. I got it and I can't find it. It's like it won't.
What do you mean you can't find it? You just got it.
You're not getting what I'm saying. See,
no, I really don't.
You want to be smart. You just want to play with it. That's what you want.
Don't you be shining it on me.
Okay, well, just tell. Okay, just let's just run up the list. So number 10, who's number 10?
Number 10 is Amira Blair.
Amira Blair. 9. For those, hold on. For those that don't know, Amira Blair is the girlfriend, valet, and manager for Michael Oku in Revolution Pro Wrestling. And you're getting ready to see a lot more of her now that Michael Oku is about to join with AEW. He's about to sign with AEW here soon. So you'll be seeing a lot more of her and know who she actually is. But yeah, she's Michael Oku's manager, girlfriend, and valet, pretty much. So number 9.
Number 9. Sorry, I was trying to, work some stuff out. I have Mr. Thomas.
Mr. Thomas is part of the Boomaye Fight Club under what's his name? I just had his name in my he's with MLW, the Boomaier Fight Club. What's the guy's name? Alex Kane. Alex Kane. So now he's not really a manager. I wouldn't put him as a manager. He's part of the he's more of he is a wrestler. He does wrestle. As a matter of fact, during the Opera Cup, he actually wrestled Alex Kane in the Opera Cup that they just had, the Opera Cup tournament that they just had in MLW, which is their version of maybe the Heritage Cup, a cup with the Heritage, a tournament with the Heritage Cup. You know, this is the Opera Cup is a actual tournament that used to happen back in the day that was pretty much taken over or dominated by Stu Hart. Stu Hart was one of the mainstays within this opera cup, and MLW adopted it and started using it as their one of their main tournaments. So, but Mr. Thomas is a wrestler that is part of the Boomaier Fight Club under Alex Kane, and he's more like his consigliere, but he's not really a manager. I mean, he's more. I can't really place or say what position he would actually hold, but it's not really a manager position. So I mean, but it's being that they're not in that many active managers, I guess he would fall into that category, I guess. Yeah. So okay. Now, number 8, Pollo Del Mar. Pollo Del Mar is the manager for the Thrillbilly Silas. I can't remember his last name, but he's within the NWA. He's under NWA. Now, he's a cross-dresser. He's not transgender. He's not transsexual. He's a cross-dresser. So he dresses in drag.
Okay.
And then she, I'm not sure of the pronoun, I'm sorry, but they manage Thrillbilly Cyrus, whatever his last name is, who was the national heavyweight champion at one time. Mm-hmm. And she goes around in the independents managing different people. So I can see where she falls on this list. The personal concierge is the personal concierge for Ash by Elegance, who was formerly, what's her name? You know her name. You know her name.
Well, oh, damn it. See, I was good. I'm so used to calling her Ash by Elegance or thinking about that. Her former persona that was forgettable. I forgot.
But she used to be in WWE. She was in WWE, and she came over to TNA as Ash by Elegance, and the personal concierge is her personal concierge. He doesn't have a name. It's the personal concierge. Paul Ellering, everybody knows who Paul Ellering is. Former manager of the Road Warriors, current manager of Final Testament. How he got to number 6 and hasn't said not one word the whole time he's been back in WWE, I don't know.
Does he need to? Paul Ellering only needs to do one thing. You got a rolled up piece of paper and you point. And the Authors of Pain put in that work.
I guess, because I guess that puts him in number 6 then. So that's exactly what he's been doing. Mr. St. Laurent.
Dana Brooke.
There you go. Dana Brooke. Okay.
Is currently Ash by Elegance.
Ash by Elegance, right. Mr. St. Laurent. Mr. St. Laurent is a manager of multiple talents who runs the WTF which is the World Titan Federation under MLW. So he's right now the current manager for Tom Lawler. He's the current manager for Davey Boy Smith Jr. And he's got like a stable of different wrestlers that he's got under him right now. But yeah, he's who can I compare him to?
Kind of Paul Heyman of sorts back.
No, I would put Paul Heyman. I would put what's his name? He used to be when Jim Cornette had that organization he was running, not I want to say Terry, but that's not it. The bowling agency. There was he was the manager for this guy was the manager for a big stable in with Joe Cornette's old organization back in the day. That's who. No, not Ohio Valley. The other one.
Not Stampede. Smoky Mountain.
Yeah, Smoky Mountain. So the bowling agency was run by a guy named Bowling, who and he reminds me of him. He's a heavyset guy, talks a lot, talks real loud, supposedly dresses in like the very fashionable, but he always wears some kind of velour sweatsuit, and it's always, he's just always in the way, pretty much.
Okay.
Don Callis, you know who Don Callis is from AEW, and all the rest, So, but I just wanted to make sure everybody knew what 5 through 10, who 5 through 10 were.
Okay, appreciate that. So
I'm doing a good job. I did. Yeah, there you go.
They covered the managers. So now that leaves us with the color commentator. So as you can see, number 10, for the benefit of those that are in audio podcast land, is AEW's newest color commentator or member of the commentating team, Matt Menard. From New Japan, Vita Scott. From AAA, Hugo, let me see if I can get it. Savanovic. I think that's something to close enough. Look who made number 7. Booker T.
Hugo Savinovich.
There you go. One of the Vitches. Mother Vitch. Number 6, Pat McAfee. Who the hell is that?
Mother Bitch. I like that.
Oh, we didn't even realize you was there.
Yeah, we forgot you were there.
Hey, when you can sit back and you can let people do what they do best, I mean, it's great.
So quiet over there. So 5th, Taz in AEW. 4th from TNA, Matt or Matthew. Man, I gotta get these names. Sumo.
Rinwalt.
There you go. I'll let you handle that one.
Those who don't know, that's the guy who was with the Vaudevillains, the tall one. Aiden English.
Yeah,
Aiden English.
That's married to Shaw Guerrero.
Right.
Mm-hmm. 3rd from Ring of Honor, Caprice Coleman. 2nd, Wade Barrett. And number 1, Nigel McGuinness. Notice somebody's not on that list, but then does that mean he's not a color commentator? And that is Carmella's husband. Is he trying to get all these names down? Corey Graves, who I think should be on this list as well. But he's also a broadcast journalist.
Corey is a hybrid. Corey Graves is a color commentator depending on where he is. Like right now, under Michael Cole would be a color commentator.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. But
But
he has,
if he goes if he goes somewhere, if he goes back to SmackDown, he would be Michael Cole.
right.
He would be
But
the
do you think
play-by-play.
he should be omitted off the list? I think he should be.
Yes, I think he should be omitted because he's more play-by-play than he is color commentator.
Okay. But do you agree with Nigel McGuinness?
Because
being
remember,
number one?
Nigel McGuinness. I definitely agree with Nigel McGuinness. Yes. Now,
And
a lot of people that were saying that off of this list that the discrepancy in this list, from what I was reading, is that Booker T should be higher.
Yep. Booker T should be higher. And I would put Pat McAfee over Wade Barrett. So I would have it McGuinness, Booker T, McAfee, Barrett, and then everything else can work its way out from there.
No, because I like Caprice Cole. I would probably like Caprice Coleman at number 3. I like Caprice Coleman at number 3.
But if you move Book, where would you put Booker T then?
I would put Booker. I would switch Wade Barrett and Booker T.
Okay. I would still put Pat McAfee above Wade. Okay. But you don't think that McAfee's impression, the fact that he's also, went from commentating, he jumped in the ring, he's very animated, all the stuff that he's contributed wouldn't put him in the top 3 or top 4?
Maybe above Taz. Maybe above Taz.
So
well, actually, yeah, I would put him at 4th and move. Okay, hold on. I would switch McAfee and Matthew Ringwald.
Okay, I could agree with that. So you're saying McGuinness, Booker T,
I said McGuinness, Caprice,
and then McAfee,
and Taz.
I'm with that. Well, and then, yeah, yep, I agree with that. KG, are you aligned with that thought process?
I'm staying out of it because this is not my expertise.
Color commentating?
I pretty much watch wrestling. Depending on who's on the broadcast, I watch it on mute.
Okay, yeah, it's not your expertise.
So, I'm old school. I miss Jerry the King Lawler and JR. So,
shoot, I miss Mauro Ranallo. Man, Mauro and Nigel on NXT.
He's come back, right? He's about to come back into wrestling.
Is he? He finally, worked that out?
And the announcement has been made recently, within the last couple of weeks, that Mauro Ranallo will now be the color commentator, the play-by-play commentator for Scott D'Amore's new.
Woo! That's a power move.
Maple City Wrestling.
That's a power
was the name
move.
of the
That's like, in my opinion, you're getting JR level to do the commentating. All you got to do is say is that, and everybody else is going to be like, oh, so he's going to call my matches? I'm in. That's all you need. Shoot, I thought you were going to say, women of wrestling.
No.
Don't. I mean, they have some great talent down there. But
I haven't watched Wild Wrestling in a long time. I don't think I've watched Wild Wrestling since like season 3, and I want to say they're in like season 7 or something like that now.
Yeah.
But But yeah, that was a big move for Scott D'Amore to pull that off.
Yeah, I'm
and
shocked.
he's starting to sign a whole bunch of people too. Like there's a lot of TNA talent that's signed with him. He's got a lot of guys that are wrestling for AEW that's signed with him. He's got some other independent talent. I think he got a couple of guys out of NWA, but see, NWA right now is trying to sign everybody to exclusive deals, and they've got a lot of old boy Billy Corrigan has signed a lot of his talent to exclusive deals with the NWA at this point. So that's been going on for like the last couple of months. So we'll have to see where that goes, and because right now they're still doing the streaming thing on the CW, but we don't know where that's going to end up because they could go ahead, depending on how they've been doing. They may end up going ahead and putting them on television, especially now that NXT is about to move to the CW. So they just may go ahead and make them a block at some point.
Yeah.
We'll see where that goes or where that ends up.
Well, with that announcement, I can say right now, TNA, yeah, y'all will be purchased by TKO real quick. Because if people are, they're gonna gravitate to Scott. You don't even have to ask. They just wait for contracts to expire. TV deal, not a problem. It's like, if Eric Bischoff was to make a power move and decide he wanted to come back, he has the connections to make things happen. And that's the same thing. All you need is distribution. Even if you start local, it's going to pick up. You're going to have that much talent. Shoot, I wouldn't be surprised if he's trying to negotiate with a streaming platform.
I wouldn't doubt it either. I mean, I'm sure he's going to get on with Fight.
Right.
The Zone is out there. I'm sure he'll probably get on with them. He's in Canada, so what is it? TSN, the Sports Network. I'm sure he'll get on with them.
Yep.
What's the other one out there? There's another one out there I can't think of right now. I can't think of the name.
Well, I mean, that's quite a few. As long as it doesn't end up on the Nashville network.
So all the main ones, like Triller.
Yeah.
Triller and Bleacher Report and all those guys. I'm sure he's going to get on with all them too. The Wrestling Network, got the United Wrestling Network that does pretty much all of NWA, because he may mess around. He may mess around and get involved with the NWA because the NWA is trying to get back into their territorial thing again. They've already got 5 different territories signed up. They're getting talent from, and they're working talent through.
Wait. If they bring back territorial wrestling, will it
where
be
the
like
hell he come from? You gotta stop doing that, KG. You keep surprising us out of nowhere.
Will it be like old school? Will it be like, true territorial wrestling where you don't see, like, if it's Midwest, I'm not going to see
wrestling. Kayfabe, social media is not going to allow it to happen. What happens in, Houston,
like I said,
is going to be made aware in Dallas.
Well, like I was saying, the United Wrestling Network, which has a world championship, recognized world championship, when they recognize the Pan-African World Diaspora World Championship, they recognize by PWI, they recognize the United Wrestling Network World Championship as well.
Okay.
So they have a legitimate world championship. And a lot of the NWA territories are affiliated with the United Wrestling Network, like Championship Wrestling out of Hollywood, Championship Wrestling out of Memphis. There's another one. I want to say Championship Wrestling out of Florida. There's a couple of other territories that are involved in that are also NWA territories. And then they got some other smaller ones that are involved with that are signed with the NWA to circulate talent. So for them to include Scott D'Amore's promotion, that brings them into Canada, which expands their territory. So why wouldn't they do that? And then that also gives Scott D'Amore a world championship to work with. So he's got a choice between the NWA World Championship and the United Wrestling Network Championship. So it's a win-win all the way around.
True that. So we've covered those. Thank you to Pro Wrestling Illustrated for curating those lists. We've been able to talk through our opinions of it. But now let's go ahead and talk about
and before we get out of that, you know they did put out the PWI 500.
Yeah, that'll be next week's show.
The PWI 500 is out now, so we'll have to go over that too.
Yeah, we're gonna have to dissect that and really see if they know what they're talking about. No disrespect.
They know.
But now let's talk about something else that was just announced that could have some strong implications for the WWE and pull some people back in. We talked about last week that Saturday night's main event is coming back. But now it's been announced this week that Jesse the Body Ventura is going to be commentating for the WWE on Saturday night's main event for the first time in forever. We just had a discussion a moment ago about, Bobby Heenan and for me, Gorilla Monsoon. But Jesse Ventura and Vince McMahon, that's a whole nother duo of part of the soundtrack of my wrestling life. So to have him, man, please, I don't know if he's in good. I hope he's in good spirits and good health. I don't think he's passed, but wheel out Tito Santana for the first one, so he can say, "Oh, I see you found Chico." That's all I need in my life, and they better not cancel him for that. But the way he used to get on Tito, Jesus, man, I loved it. Loved it by the pound. So KG, you won special assignment last week, and I told the sumo, it's like, man, it's killing me that we don't have one of the biggest fans of Saturday night's main event here to talk about that coming back. But here you are now. Oh, snap, he exists. Say his name, and he'll appear.
I need to get this off my chest.
Uh-oh.
I'm upset with Jesse Ventura.
What?
I'm very upset. Been upset for years. He promised me in 2008 we were going to have a wrestler in the White House. I was expecting him to run. He had my vote. If he would have ran with McCain, I'm telling you, the world would be different. They would have beat Obama and Biden. But it wouldn't have been like, oh, well, you beat me. No, it'd have been like so good-hearted, good-natured. Oh, my God. He promised me a wrestler in the White House, and I have not got it.
Well, he gave you a wrestling affiliate.
Doesn't count. But no, I love Jesse Ventura, man. I love his mind. I love the way he breaks things down. I love how he's not afraid. Now, on a wrestling level, him coming back to Saturday night main event, oh my God. You asking for me to be happier on a Saturday night.
Does he bring back the tie-dye and the roach clips?
Yes.
You have to.
That and,
really?
and the French jacket.
No, for real? You would you?
Yes.
Let's think about this for a minute. Have you seen Jesse Ventura lately?
Yeah, he's smaller than what he used to be.
No, wait, KG. Before you go down that rabbit hole, Sumo, that's the equivalent to me of saying, do you want to see Jerry the King Lawler without a crown? That's the look. That's the gimmick. Why would you want to see anything else but?
I do not want to see Jesse the former body Ventura in tie-dye maybe. But the roach clips and the feathers, nah, he needs to keep those off. No. Maybe
Jacket.
the hats to match the tie-dye, maybe.
Nah, you gotta go to bandana, you gotta go to jack, you gotta go full. You want to go all the way.
You want to go ahead and do that Tropic Thunder. I saw it. I saw it coming. I saw it coming. Go and say it. Go and say it.
I'm not. But do you understand what that means?
Hey, that's just as nostalgic, and we need some of that. You know, all with all the craziness and everything that's going on, we need just a shot in the arm of the OG. Just back in the day. Sometimes we got to roll that back. We don't have the King anymore on commentary to give us the back in the day. We need the back in the day. And that's the perfect atmosphere. Plus, he's going to match the color scheme for Saturday night's main event. It's always been the neon and all that other stuff. So he's just fitting right in with the look.
Speaking of Jerry the King Lawler, have y'all seen him recently?
No. Nothing's come across my feed.
I seen it on TikTok, and he was backstage at a show. He was talking to a guy backstage. It's bad. Very, very slow speech, slurred words. And I'm not talking drunk slurred. I'm talking like that last stroke really fucked him up really bad. Mm. Like, it's sad to see him like that. Like, you know, you go back to Attitude Era, King is puppies and the kitties. You know?
It was the same thing with Bobby Heenan when he had his throat cancer.
Yeah.
Like, man, you just lost the superhuman part of him. Now they become human.
And it's just like, this is the part of getting older. And I would love to have, like, to signal Raw going to Netflix. This is what I thought initially, but I know it's not going to happen. The very first Raw should be commentated by JR and King. You know, just like SmackDown going to USA and they brung everybody out and everything. And I'm like, okay, that's great. But if you don't have King and Michael Cole doing SmackDown, is it really SmackDown?
True. Well, I will say this. If Tony Khan is, not joshing, Netflix can make that phone call and say, what, 1-2 million for a night? You tell us. And that's how that conversation goes. You don't say no to that phone call because Netflix will stroke that out to you and it'll be in your account tomorrow. You don't need the money, but just to do what, again, should have happened when DX was at the gate at the Georgia Dome. Yeah. Let him in. Just one time.
If Netflix is smart, you got SmackDown moving to USA, Raw moving to Netflix. Mm-hmm. You got Saturday Night Main Event coming back. I mean, I say you bring back everything. You bring back Shotgun Saturday Night. You bring back Sunday Night Heat. AEW comes up with another show during the week. So you got wrestling every day.
Shockwave? The one that's rumored already to be on possibly Warner Brothers, no, not Warner Brothers Discovery, to go to Fox, allegedly.
Now,
but that's going to replace Rampage because they're talking about getting rid of Rampage.
They should.
Okay. That's because they don't know how to run it. Rampage is like WCW Thunder. Rampage
like Thunder. Was made for CM Punk.
That's what that is. It's like Thunder. Nobody watches that. On Thursday night, it was SmackDown. If you watch Thunder on Thursday night, you're lying. Everybody watched SmackDown on Thursday night.
Oh, I watched
Thunder.
I watched Thunder after I watched
gotta be the only people
SmackDown.
that watch Thunder because I ain't never heard nobody watch Daggone Thunder on Thursday night.
I did.
I watched Thunder.
I recorded it.
Yeah, you recorded it. Did you watch it?
Yes,
Did you
because I
watch it
was
live?
recording it because I was pausing the commercial breaks.
Now,
Oh, it was down to a science, brother.
you got all of these things, right? You got all of these shows. If Netflix is smart, they jump on this before anybody else. They jump on it before Peacock. They jump on it before Fox. They jump on it before anybody. You get everybody together. You do what I've been saying for the last 5 years. You bring TNA in, NXT, WWE, Raw and SmackDown, AEW. Who am I missing? NWA. You bring everybody in. You do this pay-per-view that's 4 hours long. All worlds collide. The money that can be made off of that alone can air condition hell at least 10 times.
It's possible, but we got to get our foot in the door first and get that first episode going. It has been announced though that there will be commercials during Raw's airing, so it will not be in traditional Netflix streaming fashion because Netflix is going to get the money.
Wait.
They're trying. They're incorporating commercials. They're not. They may do a whole bunch of commercials in like one block, or they'll do like short commercials, like the shorter commercials than usual. But they are talking about bringing commercials into the Raw broadcast.
Yep.
Okay. Here's a question. 2 questions first. Number one, Saturday Night Main Event will be on NBC, or what is that going to be showing?
NBC.
Okay.
NBC.
Second question. When we bought in the streaming services, we cut the cord from cable, so we didn't pay so much, number one. Number two, so we didn't have to deal with commercials because we're paying a subscription. You're not going to tell me that I got to watch Raw on a streaming service and I have to deal with commercials. And I'm not watching the live. Am I watching a live feed or am I watching something
It's still live?
Okay.
It's live.
You're not. It makes no sense for me to pay for a streaming service and have to deal with commercials during the show. Now, if you show something in the beginning and something in the end, okay, fine. But in the middle, it should be all show. So I should get 60 minutes. I'm sorry. And they're cutting down Raw to 2 hours now on Netflix.
No,
Right.
Only on USA. They have not announced the time on Netflix yet. Just USA is doing the 2 hours while they're doing Raw.
They said Raw is going down to 2 hours.
And that Raw going down to 2 hours of SmackDown.
Raw is going down to 2 hours, and SmackDown might go to 3.
Okay.
That's what they're saying. Now, here's the thing. Netflix has been trying to incorporate commercials for a while.
Unfortunately.
So this is their way of kind of experimenting with it. Now, what they may end up doing is they may go with the Peacock model, because Peacock has it to where you can pay to not have ads. You pay extra to not do ads. But what do they do? Instead of doing ads, if you like they say during the pay-per-views, if you are a Peacock member or Peacock subscriber for no ads, you'll be watching this, and they'll show something WWE related, like some kind of vignette or some type of something involving a particular wrestler or whatever. They won't show the ads, but they'll show WWE content. So that might be something that they end up doing. But
yeah, but Netflix, the only thing with that is that's going to cost them more money.
No, it's not going to cost them more.
Netflix, but they're going to hire more people.
It's going to cost us more money because, like I said,
it's going to come to us. No, but I mean, WWE is going to have to spend more money because they're going to have to hire more people to produce more original vignette content.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
No, they don't. No, they
If they
don't.
have
Because
to-
I'm gonna tell you
Yeah,
why.
it's one thing.
I'll tell you why. Because during not the last pay-per-view, but the one before that, for WWE, during the pre-show, they showed a vignette instead of showing a commercial for those who were paying for no ads. They showed a vignette from 4 years ago.
Yeah.
About the movies. And they just pushed it in.
So you thinking throwback content?
Yeah.
If they do that, then
They already got content filler.
They already got the asset.
Yeah.
They've got a whole network worth of assets. So yeah.
Exactly. All they got is that. Yeah, they don't have to do anything extra. They already got it.
Yeah, and that can be tied into the Legends contract. So imagine, you're watching Raw and then it goes to commercial. For those that are paying extra to not have the commercial, you're going to get to watch Razor Ramon's, original promos, Carlito's promos, Mr. Perfect throwing a football to himself. I'd like to see that. Because
they've already taken WWE off of Hulu.
Yeah.
WWE has no presence on Hulu anymore right now.
Yeah, you can't do Hulu and Netflix at the same time. That's double dipping.
Exactly. So, I mean, they've got all, and it's gonna come a time when they get rid of Peacock too.
Can't wait. That'll be saving me some money.
Exactly. I'm just waiting for them to say no more WD content on Peacock because that's the only
two Peacock accounts that's getting canceled. Sorry, Peacock, but you got nothing else unless Halo's going to Netflix. So got nothing else for me.
Time out.
What's up?
I need a 30-second. Hold on. We went away from the WWE network, right? Now pull my coat and follow me on this. We went away from the WWE network, where we had everything in the vault, every pay-per-view, every Raw, every SmackDown, everything was there on one app. We go to Peacock, and Peacock starts peeling away things and editing this. We don't want to say this. Most of the Attitude Era is edited out, right?
The attitude's gone.
Now we're going to Netflix with Raw and whatever other content you want to put on there. And then you talking about being on Hulu and then on USA. And I'm like, but USA is NBC Universal, so they're not going to go away from Peacock anytime soon because they got to deal with them. That's NBC right there. Peacock's NBC. I remember when Peacock was free. And then all of a sudden, now you got to pay $13.99 for Peacock to watch pay-per-views when I was watching this shit for free just 6 months ago. So you're finding new ways for me to fucking spend money on these apps to watch my shows. Or let me rephrase that. You're finding new ways for me to spend money to watch my programming that I enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
I can't watch Homicide: Life on the Street without Peacock. And thank God, I called my mother so excited when they said they were putting all of that on Peacock. I said, we got to sit down and we got to watch that on Saturday nights or Friday nights. So you got WWE on Peacock. Of course, you got your other shows on Peacock. Stuff that I used to watch on demand on my cable network that I pay for. I can't watch that stuff because I got to go to Peacock to watch it, or I got to go to Hulu, or I got to go to Tubi. I got to go to what's the other one?
Philo.
Fiverr they're getting rid of, I think, right?
Pluto TV.
Hey, you better take Pluto out your mouth. Don't you be talking bad about that Pluto.
Oh no, I love Pluto.
Me too.
I love because I can watch all my old movies and old shows, and I can lay around and watch Pluto all day. But see,
CSI them what?
Pluto. Let me. For those that don't know, Pluto will get you in trouble. Because I laid around and watched Kojak for 2 hours on Pluto when I was supposed to be doing something. My wife gave me a
What you
honey.
know about Kojak?
Oh man, that was my
Probably
choice.
some violence out there putting that work in. Who loves you, baby?
I was supposed to be doing something that my wife gave me. She gave me tasks to do, and I was watching Pluto. I didn't do anything. I was about as scared as when I didn't thaw the chicken out. My mama told me to when she was at work. That's how scared I was.
Yeah, you was gonna get that beaten.
Because I didn't do what she asked me to do, and it was important because I was watching Pluto. But she understood because she gets caught up watching TV like that on Pluto. Anyway, we sidetracked.
I believe Pluto is owned by Warner Brothers Discovery, or one of them.
It's great.
One of the majors owns Pluto.
It's great, but why don't WWE just say, let's put everything in our hands and go back to making our network, and we could put everything on the network. If you want to charge $9.99 for the network, fine, do that. You were doing that before. It was tiers to it. But
they probably do $9.99 and $19.99
commercials and this, that, and the third. Man, I don't want to deal with all that.
If you decide to get you a good VPN, if you get a good VPN on your computer, you can get WWE Network from another country if you choose to do so.
Say what?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I mean.
But see, my only issue with go to Jay. I'm sorry.
I forget what the name of the company is, the VPN company, and they ain't paying us, so I ain't gonna say their name. I should say their name anyway. But if you use their VPN, you can pretend that you're in another country, and you can pick up that country's internet stuff, and you can find WWE and watch WWE Network from that country. Just like the people, the streamers that I watch on YouTube have sponsorships with this particular company, and that's what they say all the time. If they go to if they go to Japan, and they're in Japan for a while, they can use that VPN to pick up United States feeds through the VPN and pretend that they're still in the United States. They can pay bills. They can do the whole thing, through that VPN.
Wow. Wonders of modern technology, ladies and gentlemen. The wonders of modern technology.
I'm sorry to get everybody sidetracked. That's just old man shaking his fist at the clouds. I'm sorry.
That's all
and
right.
Don't talk bad about Pluto. Don't talk bad about Tubi, because I'm in a movie on Tubi.
That's really. You know, there's a lot of controversy about Tubi is the new WB and CW.
Hey, all I know is I was an extra in a movie about 12 years ago with a good friend of mine who asked for. I was on a cigar retainer to be in this movie, and it's on Tubi. So if you go to Tubi and you look up the movie Cigar, C.I.G.A.R. You wouldn't have to, but if you want to look for me, I'm in the first like 20 minutes of the movie, in different parts. Now, like I said, I'm an extra. I don't have any speaking parts or anything. But
you just sitting there smoking.
I'm not smoking, but I'm in a lot of the poker. In the movie, I'm in a lot of the poker games. Okay. I'm playing poker.
Philadelphia Slim, that's what they called you? Philadelphia Slim? Was that your role?
No, nothing like that. No.
South Dakota Slim.
Johnny Walker 7.
Hey, the simple fact that you look, this is how we know you prepared for Me TV, because you've already been on TV, so we already good. We got experience.
Right. Heck yeah.
Hey, look. I've got movie credits.
That's right.
I'm just missing my SAG code.
You better go to that movie and look up Chlamydia Jones. He's on there.
Hey, I tell you what. Girls. You can also find a younger version of me on the original Color Purple. But
Stop
you know,
lying.
I'll
You
let
can find a younger version of him on that Freaknik video.
I ain't denying that either. Hey, I haven't even looked at that documentary, and I won't deny that I'm not in it. I was there for a few of those, so I ain't gonna deny that neither.
That'd be funny. Be like,
Real talk though, I am in the original Color Purple though.
yeah. He got beat by Harpo.
That was my high school days. I was giving Ray Don Chong the business. Old Danny Glover had to stop me. He was like, "Man, leave that girl alone. She ain't thinking about you."
Like the heck she ain't. You see my Shannon Sharp?
Lord have mercy.
Oh man. All right, so we're getting ready to wrap up here because it's time. I see that big guy KG putting at it. We actually, if y'all want to cover this really quickly in a couple different words, WWE Week on USA for the first week, pretty doggone good. Raw was good, SmackDown was good, NXT was good. No complaints on that one. I wanted to take a moment.
Stars.
Huh?
Oh, they brought out the stars.
They brought out the stars, but I was going to shout out 2 stars before we leave and give a quick 10-second moment of silence for 2 epic stars that we lost this week. The first one was James Earl Jones, the voice of many generations and many characters and man, the accolades, EGOT winner, the accolades just go on and on. It'd be remiss if we did not recognize James Earl Jones. And then also person that, before Fort Mose existed, helped a lot of, generations procreate, Frankie Beverly. We lost this week as well. So a lot of cookouts and stuff like that. So just want to take 10 seconds to recognize them as a moment of silence. All right. So thank y'all for taking that journey with us and giving us the opportunity. If nothing else, we don't have any bells or anything to ring, but you can't gloss over that. Man, I had to go and scoop me up just out of solidarity. A Darth Vader figure, goddammit. Just to be able to keep with it and handle and cope. So, fellas, great show. Next week, we're going to get into the PWI 500 and really talk about what they got. We coming up on another pick time. And then we got some situation to talk about with the Bloodline, AEW. It's been a little bit, so I think we'll slide into that. It's just Nubian, and I don't know. We'll see if there's any more sex tapes that pop up from any podcasters that we know, or if not, some leaked audio. KG?
No, I was shaking the finger saying, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
No, we can't do that.
We're not doing that. And it's enough that you did what you did today, but no, we're not doing that.
Hey, now you see how I'll be getting that free work.
I don't know what you talk about.
Time to go.
They know. They need to do it again. They're like,
only you know what you're talking about.
Hey, say his name and he'll appear. That's all we need to know. So we don't do overtime. We're going to do it this time, though. We'll see you next week.